Hello, Grace.
Hi.
And you are very welcome. Thank you for investing the time out.
Yeah.
We are both wearing red, and as I joke, this is the color of burnout. And so maybe it was a logical choice from everyone's side.
Thank you very much for inviting me for this interview as well. It's very kind of you.
Thank you. We have today Grace Larose with us. Please present yourself with a few words.
Yes, so I'm Grace Larose. I'm 36. I have an adorable little daughter, a five-year-old, and I'm already 17 years with my boyfriend. So we're not married, but we're very happy and already long years together. And I live in Brussels since now 17 years. When I was born in India, and I was adopted when I was 1, and then I moved to the States, and then to Germany, and then to Belgium. So I'm kind of an international person. Today I work as head of administration for a small pharmaceutical company. I just quit my job as a salesperson, and I work 4 days out of 5. So yes, I'm a happy person.
This is how you look like and you sound, and I'm very happy to have you with us, especially bringing here on the table not very easy topic, burnout, which you went through.
Yes, a burnout can happen to anyone. It can happen to any person, and it is not always linked to work. This is something I really learned. Burnout is when the body really needs to stop, to take time for itself. And it's a message telling you, please stop, please take care of yourself, and please try to make sure that you have time now for self-care. And this is what happened to me, is that I had a wonderful youth, but a bit stormy. There were quite a lot of difficult elements in my youth, even if I've had a beautiful youth. But for example, adoption, separations, and divorce of my parents, and all these little things, they build up into your mind, they build up into your emotions. You're living things that are sometimes not very easy, and you're just building all this up. And then when you don't ask for help, and you're just, feeling all these things, these come up at one moment. Your body will really tell you, today I need you to figure out what is the best for you, what is the best for your self-care. And this is what happened to me. We moved, actually, the burnout trigger was when we moved and when my daughter was born, because I relived my adoption through seeing her. She was like a mirror. And she was a mirror to a lot of things from my youth. And so this is why I'm saying burnout can happen to anyone. It's not only professional. And one of the lessons learned is that you have to listen to your body, listen to your heart, listen to your mind, and really seek for therapy. If you need to talk to someone, seek for therapy. Professional help has really, really helped me. I had 2 people help me professionally on a short span, because with me, it was really necessary at that moment. And I decided to take action. We moved. I was very unhappy at the place we moved, but it was not just the place. It was just that my heart and my person and everything I had built, I had left for love, I would say like this, and it was not my place. And so we moved back to Brussels, where my heart was, where I had built so much of myself and built something so powerful for me, after having moved so many times, after the adoption, after separations. And so it was very awakening for me. It's really like, where am I? Where do I fit? What is the best place for me? It's not always thinking of other people, always want to do good for others, but do good for yourself. It's so important. You are the best person who can say what is the best for you. And so I took care of myself. I sought therapy, and we moved back to Brussels. And I made sure that after that, I put elements in my life that would make me happy, and that would make me a better person, a better mother, and that would just make me feel good. This is so important, that every day we feel good. And also to take time for yourself, time with your friends. And yes, it's so important.
Thank you so much for being so open and frank, talking about those things. And what you just have shared with us is something I have heard also therapists to talk about, that especially within COVID, very often burnout hit people on the personal side as well, not only on professional, maybe because everything was so mixed then. What happened within this period with your professional life, Grace? Because one
Yes.
thing is, yes, listen to your body, spend more time with friends. If you are lucky enough and you are able really to listen to yourself, move back if you don't feel that you belong to the place where you went together with the family in your case. But then you have also, and all of us, and when I say you, all of us, we have those responsibilities, work, stuff, things are waiting for us. What with this stuff? How did you handle this one?
Yes. So I had my first lesson about listening to yourself. And so I started a job as a salesperson in a company where they were growing so fast due to COVID, and they were growing so fast, and I was the only salesperson. I was working all the time, day and night. I absolutely loved my job. It was amazing and very eye-opening, but I was living for my job. And one day my body physically told me to stop. My body could not move anymore. I was crying. I had a lot of fatigue in my back. I went to see a doctor who told me to stop, but I could not stop because I was feeling bad that I would have all those emails to have to treat. And then in the evening, my partner is an osteopath, and he massaged my back. And that's when I realized that all the tiredness, the fatigue was in my body. And this was really eye-opening for me. It's like telling yourself, Grace, is this really the life you want to lead? Is this really so important that your health is going down? So this was a second lesson for me. And I worked and worked and worked until one day I was thinking, this is not the way I want to live. There's more to work. There's more to life than work. There's more to life than being tired all the time. So I decided to leave the company. And for me, it was a very positive experience. I learned really a lot, but I wanted to have one day for myself, because I believe that having this one day for yourself, for your friends, or for your family, it's absolutely, I mean, it's amazing. This is a word I can give it to.
Essential.
It's essential. And my partner has one day off. This doesn't mean we're not working hard the other 4 days. I have a lot of work on my 4 days. My partner is doing long hours on his other 4 days, but our one day off, in the morning, we're together, we drop our kid to school, in the afternoon, she's with us. So we have a magical, this is how we call it. It's like a magical day where we spend family time together. In the morning, I see a friend for coffee. And this has really, really changed a lot. And all my friends have seen that I'm sparkling and shining and happy. They've really seen a big change with my former job, where every time they asked me, how are you? I just kept saying, I'm tired. And I was always tired. I had no energy anymore. So this was the second lesson on the professional level is, okay, you have to listen to yourself, but what do you want to do in your life? What are your priorities? What is important for you to be a good person, a good mother, a good employee as well? So this is how I had another eye-opening experience on a professional level.
By the way, first time, because we know each other from some time, and first time when I listened to you talking that you want to have at least one day or one additional day, I was thinking, oh my God, she works 7 days and wants at least this one day. But this is really the difference in perception. Yes, this one absolutely. Day means that we need really to focus on, okay, 5 days a week. And when we say one more day, for
yes,
rest,
absolutely.
we need, we mean then working 4 days and really having one day for you, and then these 2 days for the family, for domestic stuff, or whatever it comes. Grace, the Burnout Coaching Project is focused on people who are in education, in training, in adult training, in all variations of it. And from what you say and from what we see from our research also, burnout, you are absolutely right, doesn't only happen on the professional scene, it happens on the personal side as well. And it is possible to happen also for students in university or people who are in different kind of training. And with this project, our aim is to create a manual which to maybe to be hopefully to be of support to people who are in training in education, how to sign, how to spot some first signs maybe, and how to organize their trainings in a way that it's soothing but not really proposing options for burnout. What would be some first signs for you to notice for people around you that they might go through some of the stages of burnout? Now probably you have much more senses to notice.
Yes, one of the biggest sign is really you cannot do anything else than that. This was the sign for me, as I had to work all the time. It was an obsession. I mean, I felt guilty if I was not working. I had everything to be done in one day. I could not leave emails in the evening, so I would work very late. And I think for students, and especially with the COVID period, a lot of students have been going through this. I mean, digital learning is very, very tiring. And so being all the time at home, completely disconnected from social contacts, completely being onto the computer. I'm so happy I wasn't a student during COVID period. So I think it's very important to, the physical tiredness is an important sign. Also, the fact that you're really not doing anything else. For the balance, these are the first two signs. And I have to say, if you're feeling emotionally drained and physically drained, you have to be very, very careful. These are the first signs already, is that when you feel empty, when you feel completely drained, at the end of the day, you have no energy for anything. I think wisdom on the word burnout. Burnout should not be seen as a bad thing. It can be very good. It can really put you back onto tracks. Do not see burnout as a sign of weakness. This is so important. Burnout is even a sign that you are human and that your mind and your body and heart are working really well on making you feel good. So this is the first thing. Don't see burnout as negative. Take it as an opportunity to go back onto the right tracks. And also, big wisdom is seek for help. Please seek for help. This is so important. It's not because you're going to therapy that you're weak. You're going to therapy because you're strong and you're strong enough to be able to talk to someone. So seek for help. These are my two biggest wisdoms. Burnout is something that can happen to everyone, and seek for help.
Thank you so much for investing the time to talk to me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. It was a big pleasure.